Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Namaste Ishaanaha.
Namaste Kuldeep Mammu.
Bhagavan is teaching us yajnas. These yajnas take us to the highest in our life's journey. According to our inclination, according to our maturity level, the right yajna will be done by you. Bhagavan will make you do those. He is the doer, right?
Yes, Mammu.
Yeah. Now, we have gone through 4 yajnas. Do you remember?
Brahmajnana yajna, Deva yajna, Indriya samyama yajna.
That is, Indriya samyama yajna is very important, right? Yajna of self-control. Then, Vishaya grahana yajna. Vishaya grahana yajna. Now, Bhagavan is continuing. He is going to teach us one more yajna in this 27th shloka. Ready for chanting?
Yes, Mammu.
Sarvanindriya karmani.
Sarvanindriya karmani.
Prana karmani chapare.
Prana karmani chapare.
Atma sanyama yogagnau.
Atma sanyama yogagnau.
Juhvati jnana deepite.
Juhvati jnana deepite.
Sarvanindriya karmani.
Sarvanindriya karmani.
Prana karmani chapare.
Prana karmani chapare.
Atma sanyama yogagnau.
Atma sanyama yogagnau.
Juhvati jnana deepite.
Juhvati jnana deepite.
Sanyama. Samyama becomes sanyama in chanting, right? Very easy for you when you have cold. Sanyama. Say.
Sanyama.
See? Now, chanting? No. Padacheda is there, right?
Yes,
Mama forgot. Sarvani, Indriya, Karmani. Very easy this time. Prana, Karmani, Cha, Apare. Atma, Samyama, Yoga, Agnau, Juhvati, Jnana, Deepite. Chanting together?
Yes, Mammu.
Sarvanindriya karmani. Prana karmani chapare. Atma sanyama yogagnau. Juhvati jnana deepite. Innu, let us go through the meanings now. Sarvanindriya karmani.
Prana karmani chapare.
Atma samyama yogagnau.
Juhvati prana deepite.
Juhvati jnana deepite. That's fine. Jnana deepam, not prana deepam. Okay, fine. Now, meaning. Apare. Some others. Some others. Anye, apare. What do? Juhvati, they sacrifice. What? Sarvani indriya karmani. That is, all the functions of the senses. Prana karmani cha. And the functions of the breath. Vital energy. Okay. Where Atma samyama yoga agnau, in the fire of the yoga of self-restraint. Jnana deepite, juhvati, kindled by knowledge, lighted by knowledge. They sacrifice. Now people will think, oh, what is this? Very difficult. No. Bhagavan will explain us. Now, let us get into spiritual tidbits and see what this is. Let us start.
Yes, Mamu.
Sarvani Indriya Karmani. All the functions of the senses, sense activities. How many senses are there? You tell me.
10.
10. 5?
5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas.
What are the 5 Jnanendriyas?
Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin.
Yeah. These 5 are the organs of perception. Perception. What do they do?
Eyes see, ears hear, nose smells, tongue tastes and the skin feels.
Skin feels. Now, what are the 5 Karmendriyas? Vak, Pani?
Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastham.
Upastham. Very good. Organ of speech, hands, legs, organ of excretion and organ of reproduction. These 5 are the organs of action. Right? What do they do? Speaking, grasping, moving about, excreting and procreating. Here Bhagavan is speaking about Sarvani Indriya Karmani, all the functions of the senses. That is, activities of all the senses. Okay, this is one part. Now Bhagavan is also mentioning about Prana Karmani. Okay, Prana means breath, right?
Yes, Mamu.
Life force, vital energy. You know, between our body and mind, there is prana, which is a link between the two. Very important. What happens when our breath stops? What happens?
We die.
We'll die, right?
Yes, Mamu.
Yavat pavano nivasati dehe, tavat pritchati kushalam gehe, gatavati vayau deha paye, bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Adi Shankaracharya says in Bhajagovindam. You know what? As long as the breath is there in the body, so long they inquire your welfare at home. How are you? Hello, how are you? Because the breath is there, right? Once the breath leaves, the body decays. Right? The body decays. And even the wife who was living with him for 30 years, 50 years, fears that same body. Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. You become jada. You become shava. When the breath is there, you are Shiva. When the breath is gone, you are Shava. So, this breath is indeed life force, vital energy. Now, there are 5 types of pranas, 5 vayus inside, okay? Prana, apana, udana, vyana and samana. There are 5 upapranas too, like Dhananjaya Vayu and all that. But we are not getting into that. Okay. You know, our body is a real mystery. Kshetra, this is. Kshetra. Ambal has a name. Kshetra Swarupa. We actually don't know what is happening inside our body. Bhagavan is talking about Prana Karmani. Functions of the breath. Movements of all kinds. You know. Inward moving Vayu. Outward moving Vayu. Breathe in, breathe out and all that. We do, no? Yeah. Respiratory activity. Swallowing of food. Conversion of breath into life force. Even spitting. Sneezing. Vayu, no? Sneezing is Vayu. All these are functions of prana. Ayurveda, Ayurveda mentions all this. Now, interestingly, there is something called Dhananjaya Vayu. Okay? This Vayu, this air remains in our body even after death for some time. See how much is happening inside our body. In Lalita Sahasranama, mother has two namas. Pranada, Prana Rupini. Pranada, Prana Rupini. She is the giver of prana. She is the embodiment of prana. See? We should respect our body then. We should respect our breath then. You should see, you should experience your breath. Mysterious. See, these totras, pranada, prana rupini, this Lalita Sahasranamam and all that is not for mechanical chanting. They are shastras indeed. Signs of ancient wisdom it is. See, our Sanatana Dharma is so rich with all this. Mamu is feeling very proud, Mamu has this. Right from the small age, very proud. Now with all authenticity. Because Shastras we know now. It is saying all this. Whatever. Now, what is happening here? All these functions of the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas and the functions of the prana is offered into the fire. How is this sadhaka doing that? He is restraining all the senses and prana within our body. Every activity is stopped and the mind is concentrated on the self. That is, he is doing dhyana. All the senses and the prana within our body is offered into Atma Samyama Yoga Agni. That is, into the fire of yoga of self-restraint. The senses and prana are controlled, not by the ego, by the power of Atman. See, Patanjali Yoga Sutra gives the technique of controlling the prana and other related things. If someone is interested, they can dive into that. That is a different world altogether. In easy words, what is this sadhaka doing actually? He is doing intense dhyana. And while doing that, all the activities are completely stopped. All the activities of senses and prana are completely stopped. Basic breathing happens, okay? But he is not deliberately doing something like pranayama or other exercises. He is immersed in Atman, immersed in Bhagavan. All the other activities are stopped. This yajna is known as Atma Samyama Yajna, which is actually intense dhyana. There is something what Bhagavan is adding in this shloka. Jnana Dipite. You made mistake. Prana Dipite you said. Jnana Dipite. That is kindled by knowledge, inspired by knowledge, lighted by knowledge. He is doing this process. Okay. That means this sadhaka makes sure that the lamp of jnana inside is always lightened up. He is constantly in dhyanam and keeps the jnana deepa inside him shine brightly. That means what? You are alert every moment in your life. You are ever in Bhagavan's anugraha, that circle. Only through this jnana deepa you can control the senses and prana. Now this is very important point. Only through this jnana deepa you can control the senses and prana. If you try to do that directly with your ego, I am going to do that. If you try to do that with your limited capacity, you will fail for sure. Now know that this method is for advanced sadhakas. Definitely this will help us at some stage in our life. All this is yajna, sadhana, okay? Now there are people who are like naturally into it, saints. Now you tell me about it. You have that example, I know. Yes. Tell me.
Ramana Maharshi.
Ramana Maharshi's example. Very good. Say that.
When Ramana Maharshi was very young, he first came to Tiruvannamalai.
When he first came to Tiruvannamalai,
he was very young that time.
some around 17 years old or something.
When he sat in meditation,
Where you?
in the temple,
Which temple?
Tiruvannamalai temple.
Tiruvannamalai. Everyone should know, no? Someone from some other desha is watching this. They should know where this place is, no? Tiruvannamalai, Arunachala temple.
When he sat meditating there, the naughty children would come and throw stones on him.
Okay.
So he shifted into Patala Linga.
Patala Linga. Okay.
He stayed,
Nearby.
He stayed there for many days.
Many days.
He sat in deep meditation. The insects, ant and all bit him. But he did not realize anything.
So intense dhyanam, no?
Yes. One day, Sheshatri Swami came there and took Ramana Maharshi out.
Sheshadri Swamigal came, right?
Yes. And took Ramana Maharshi out.
In the same posture.
And when they tried to feed him milk, little milk only went in. All the other milk came out. He was deep in meditation.
Deep in meditation, right?
Yes. The same thing Bhagavan is saying here. A yogi controls his senses, function and pranas functions and offers them in Atma Samyama Yogagni.
Atma Samyama Yogagni. That is happening naturally for people like
Ramana Maharshi.
See, this is intense. This is very intense. Everything is in Bhagavad-Gītā. Even small things like Santushtas Satatam, you be happy always. Or things like, what? Na shochitum arhasi, right? You don't have right to worry. Everything is here. And intense dhyana, that is also there in Bhagavad-Gītā. See, when we read the meaning, we will not understand anything, right? But this much, this intense it is. You are so lucky. Mahabhagyam for you to learn all this. Very good. So we have learned 5 yajnas now. Next time, without failing, you should say that. Okay. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Take care of your voice. And all that. Okay. Margari Kulira. Stay blessed.